Carlos Ray, Chuck Norris, March 10, 1940 to March 19, 2026, was an American martial artist, actor, screenwriter, and author. He held black belts in karate, taekwondo, tong soo do, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and judo. After serving in the United States Air Force, he won numerous martial arts championships, and later founded his own discipline, Chun Kuk Do. Norris began working in Hollywood as a martial arts instructor for celebrities before making his screen debut with a minor role in The Wrecking Crew, 1968. Friend and fellow martial artist Bruce Lee invited him to play one of the main villains in The Way of the Dragon, 1972. While Norris continued acting, friend and student Steve McQueen suggested he take it seriously. Norris took the starring role in the action film Breaker Breaker, 1977, which turned a profit. His second lead, Good Guys Wear Black, 1978, became a hit, and he soon became a popular action film star. Norris went on to headline a series of commercially successful independent action and martial arts films, including A Force of One, 1979, The Octagon, 1980, and An Eye for an Eye, 1981, which elevated him to international fame. He later starred in studio productions such as Silent Rage, 1982, Forced Vengeance, 1982, and Lone Wolf McQuade, 1983. His success led Cannon Films to sign him to a multi-picture deal beginning with Missing in Action, 1984, which launched a trilogy and cemented his status as the company's leading star throughout the 1980s. His work during this period included Invasion USA, 1985, The Delta Force, 1986, and Firewalker, 1986. Outside of Cannon, he also starred in Code of Silence, 1985, which was regarded as one of his strongest films. In the 1990s, Norris played the title role in the long-running CBS series Walker, Texas Ranger, 1993 to 2001. He continued to appear in action films until 2006, and his final major film role was in The Expendables 2, 2012. They say Chuck Norris died 2 days ago, but the internet says death finally mustered the courage to tell him. On March 19, 2026, the man who counted to infinity twice passed away at 86. But for the Celebs Mindset, Chuck Norris wasn't just a martial artist or a movie star. He was the first human to become a living myth. Today, we decode the psychology of the Invincible Archetype. This is the legacy of Chuck Norris. Chuck's rise began with a loss. In 1972, he was the villain who lost to Bruce Lee in The Way of the Dragon. Most actors would be forgotten, but Chuck had the student mindset. He took acting lessons on Steve McQueen's advice and transformed himself from a fighter who acted into an icon of American justice. He understood a fundamental psychological truth: reliability is a superpower. Whether as Walker, Texas Ranger, or a member of the Delta Force, he became the face of the stoic protector, the man who doesn't seek a fight but always finishes it. In 2005, something unprecedented happened. The internet turned Chuck Norris into a deity. Chuck Norris Facts weren't just jokes. They were a collective psychological experiment in hyperbolic heroism. While other stars fought parodies, Chuck embraced them. He understood that self-awareness is the ultimate armor. By publishing his own fact book and laughing along with the world, he bridged the gap between a 1980s action star and a Gen Alpha icon. He didn't fight the algorithm, he became the algorithm. Even at 86, 10 days before his passing, Chuck was sparring. His final words to the world: "I don't age, I level up." This is the growth mindset in its purest form. He chose discipline over comfort until his final hours, proving that his tough guy image wasn't a mask, it was a lifestyle. He lived by a code of faith, family, and martial arts that made him invincible, not because he couldn't die, but because his impact is immortal. Chuck Norris proves that you don't need to be the fastest or the loudest to lead. You just need to be the most consistent. He leaves behind a $70 million empire and a legacy that will be quoted as long as the internet exists. What is your favorite Chuck Norris fact? Let's celebrate the legend in the comments. Subscribe to the Celebs Mindset as we honor the man who proved that limits are just a suggestion. Rest in peace, Chuck.